Welcome back to the CareNet program. We are busy with a theme called Love Wins Over Cycles, and today we're looking into the ultimate expression of love, which is Jesus. So stay tuned as we focus on the verse for today. 1 John 4 verse 10. This is love, not that we loved God, but that He loved us and sent His Son as atoning sacrifice for our sins. Looking into the world today, we see so much harm and corruption. We see the wars going on. We see our family members and people around us who are suffering, who is really having it hard. It seems like it's a world without love. When we look into the circumstances of our people today and what we are in today, we ask ourselves, what is love? If as many of us are searching for love, everybody is wanting to find love, when we but so many of us have to go through so many heartaches before we get to love. And then we ask ourselves, but what is love? But today, John is giving us an answer. He starts off by saying, this is love. This is it. He's focusing on what love is. What the world is showing us of what is love is not it. It's not what Hollywood movies says. It's not what the romance books say. It's not about what TikTok or Instagram reels say. It's about what this is what he wants to tell us, that Jesus is the ultimate demonstration of what love is. John is saying that love is not, it doesn't start with us. It doesn't start with is within me. It's not by loving myself, as we've learned last week. It's not about by finding love. We don't initiate love. Love doesn't start from me or from you. It's not when two people meet. That is not love. Love is God. God is love. God is showing us what love should look like. What is love? We don't imitate love. We don't show love because it's within us. We love because God loved us first. It's because God is love. Because of who God is, He loved us first. He loved us before the beginning of the world. He is love. We need to look to Him to see what is love. But when we look into the circumstances of today, when we look around us, with all the harm and wars going on, people, atheists asked a Christian, why does a God of love allow these things to happen? And the answer should actually be, how do you know that He is a God of love? Because all of us had to experience God as love. Because we need to experience and see that God is a God that just loves us so much. And love starts from Him. Hate is the opposite of love. He wants to demonstrate His love towards human beings. And from the beginning on, all that we focused on or what we wanted was to give Him hate back. God showed us love and we showed hate by not listening to Him, by disobedience, by not following His instructions. If we look into the day of Noah, that human beings were not lovable. They were actually so full of hate and selfishness that God saved them again. Again, His love saved us. If you look into your life today, how many times you have messed up, how many times I have messed up, and every time God shows love to me, He shows love to you. Constantly He shows love to you, even though you're so selfish, even though you do not want to follow him, even though you are so self-centered, even though you just want your best interest. You go after what your desires are, what your needs are. You don't even consider God's will in your life, but you want to focus on what you want. And God is constantly coming back and saying that I love you and I forgive you through Jesus Christ. What he has done, how he demonstrated that he gave us the solution of love by sending his son, by showing such a selfless act of giving his only son to die for you. And yet we are still so selfish. We look into our own lives. We choose to fall back into the cycle of lies and selfishness, and yet God shows you love. God is a God of love. We need to love because of the response of the love that Jesus gave us, because of how the Father demonstrates his love for you, not because of you deserve it, but because of a response to what he has given you through love, through grace. And you have the opportunity to experience this love through Jesus Christ by only allowing this love to fill your life.